This week in Congressional stock trading disclosures, the cleanest story was an 11-filing House waive on June 9th, then a 4-filing extension on June 11th, with several conservative no-new batch nights in between. Before this review closed on Sunday, the live House Clerk results also showed a newer Mike Kelly periodic transaction report original, so that late edition is folded into the recap. June 8th opened the week in no disclosures mode. The authoritative House Clerk layer did not expose a clear fresh extension strong enough to justify a regular package, and Capital Trades was still unreliable as proof during that pass, so the workflow stayed conservative instead of forcing a fake new batch call. June 9th was the first real weekly surge. The House Clerk search showed 11 fresh periodic transaction report originals with filing IDs running from 200346668 up through 200347726, which clearly qualified as a real new wave. Names in that batch included Robert Latta, Tim Moore, April McLean Delaney, Gilbert Cisneros, Lloyd Doggett, Maria Elvira Salazar, Debbie Dingell, Kevin Hearn, Josh Gothamer, Virginia Fox, and Ed Case. June 10th did not extend the Monday batch. The nightly pass did not prove a fresh official extension beyond the June 9th set, so the channel stayed in short update mode instead of double counting the same rollover. That quiet follow-through mattered because the workflow is supposed to separate a real new batch from simple carryover visibility. June 11th delivered the second real weekly wave. 4 more fresh House filings surfaced with filing IDs 200347727, 200347747, 200344748, and 200344762, tied to Susan Del Bene, Thomas Suozzi, John McGuire, and Chip Roy. Readable PDF details added confidence to that call, including Del Bene references to Pacific Co. and Trimble, McGuire entries with Dell and Meta, and a Chip Roy page tied to Atlas Energy Solutions. June 12th stayed quiet after the midweek wave. The nightly pass did not prove a fresh extension beyond the 4-filing June 11th set, so the recap records that day as another deliberate no new batch call. That conservative stop matters because repeated visibility without a new official extension should not be packaged as another major episode. June 13th still did not produce a clean new rollover. The freshest visible House items that were easy to validate mapped back to Kevin Hearn, filing ID 200344695, and Virginia Fox, filing ID 200346670, both tied to June 2nd signatures rather than a fresh Friday release. That is exactly the kind of carryover evidence that keeps the workflow from upgrading a weak signal into a fake new batch report. Before this review closed, the live House Clerk 2026 results showed Mike Kelly of PA16 with filing ID 200347767, which is newer than the June 11th batch and counts as a real Sunday add-on for this review. A readable page from that filing showed at least one Comcast Corporation Class A common stock sale, trade date May 7, 2026, notification date June 10, 2026, amount range $1,001 to $15,000 under Victoria Kelly Trust ICA. So the week closes with 2 real House filing waves, 4 conservative quiet checks, and 1 late Mike Kelly edition on Sunday. That is a much cleaner summary than pretending every night was a new event. Like and subscribe for daily Congressional trade disclosure tracking whenever these reports surface. This is reporting, not financial advice.